Hello and welcome to the news at noon on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM Abuja. My name is Oikeke Igado Kure. The headlines this hour. Senate President said about 20 committees of the upper chamber are holding aid to ransom. UNICEF says 69 million Nigerians lack access to safe water. On the foreign watchdog confirms UK findings on nerve agent used on Russian spy. And in sports FIFA rankings, Nigeria moves 5 places up. Details in a moment. Please do stay with us. Another news in full. Senate has raised alarm that its committees are holding aid to ransom following refusal to submit reports of 2018 budget before them. Speaking on Thursday, Senate President Bukola Saraki noted that about 20 committees are yet to submit the reports for further legislative action and subsequent passage of the 2018 budget. He, however, gave the committees to today, Friday, to submit their reports. Consideration of the 8.612 trillion naira 2018 budget estimates by both chambers of the National Assembly has been at committee levels since December last year. The two chambers of the National Assembly had, before embarking on the Easter break, fixed April 24 for passage of that budget. In another development, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, has assured that the lawmakers will do all within their powers to ensure that the 2018 budget is ready by the end of this month. Dogara, who was speaking in Ogbomosho, said the lateness in the passage of the budget was due to lack of cooperation from ministers and the slow response of the ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, concerned. He said the legislature is not to be blamed as it can not manufacture figures for the MDAs. He advised the APC administration to work harder and up the game, especially on the capital projects implementations. Federal government says it will do all within its powers to ensure the conduct of free, fair and credible elections in 2019. Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, HUF, Abubakar Malami, on Thursday said Nigeria was mindful of the implication of a flawed election on its reputation. He added that the country is willing to ensure that elections were held in a manner that would not require the intervention of foreign agencies like the International Criminal Court, ICC. The AGF spoke in Abuja while playing host to the visiting president of the ICC, Professor Chile Oshuji. He said Nigeria is arresting, investigating and prosecuting anyone that commits any offense that falls within the Rome Statute of the ICC. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, says 69 million Nigerians do not have access to safe water. Chief of Water, Sanitation and Hygiene, WASH, UNICEF Nigeria, Said Juji, stated this on Thursday. In the rural areas, UNICEF said 19 million people work long distances to collect unsafe water from lakes, streams and rivers. Human Rights Radio went to some rural parts of the FCT to check out the water situation in those parts of the territory.
Their source of water here is on river, and the river here is not clean because there are Fulani herdsmen. That is where they take their cow to drink water, and that is where we too, human beings here, drink water, which is not good for human consumption. And what we want government to do is to provide tap water for the community because it's affecting people here. Most especially, you see people coming here with running stomach, dysentery, diarrhea, which is affecting their lives. So we want government to help their community and provide water.
There's no water here. We go to stream and fetch water. Some have well, some houses, and some are not. So that is the problem of water that we have here. And we need government to come and assist us because we are all human beings.
no get water. From river they go fetch water. Even I drink one for river they fetch am. Children they sick because of water wey they fetch for river. Government can provide them for us.
There is one water that we are using. I'm telling you, one borehole like that. I don't know the way they open that borehole. When you parboil that water, the water will turn to pure white. It will be very thick as if you are doing a camo. Very dirty water because of there is no water, no borehole. People are fetching it like that. Some people that don't even have money to buy pure water, they are taking it like that. And you see sickness everywhere. You see people dying like a chicken. No water, no better borehole.
We don't have water. Our environment is very dirty. Children are always sick. Malaria, typhoid.
No water. When there is no light, we hardly see water to drink or use to do any other thing in this place. Please, government, people should try and help us.
UNICEF said Nigeria needs to make water, together with sanitation and hygiene, a national priority to achieve the global goal of providing access to safe water for every citizen by 2030. It said children without access to safe water are more likely to die in infancy and throughout childhood from waterborne diseases. United States Army has trained Nigerian troops on a 6-week advise and assist mission in Jaji, Kaduna State. The U.S. Department of Defense said Nigerian Army's 26th Infantry Battalion might be next to be deployed to the northeast to confront Boko Haram. The department, while documenting some accounts of the U.S. soldiers during the training, said it was important to prepare the Nigerian troops for the threats they face from the terrorists. Pentagon said the mission challenged junior officers to work without built-in support from the big army. Nigerians have been advised to stop all forms of violence against children. Those who spoke with their correspondents say if not checked, the effect of the increased spate of violence against children in Nigeria can have very devastating consequences on the nation in time to come.
I advise parents on the way they treat their children. They should care for their children, they should love them, they should sit them down, talk to them, teach them, just to make sure they are better Nigerians. The children you train today in your home, being better will make the nation better. The training starts from the home. These are the children that will be the future leaders of Nigeria. The effect of these children not being taken care of will go a long way to creating havoc in the society.
I'm calling on the parents to make sure that they show love to their children, get to know their children, come close to them, not to push them away in order not to become a threat to the country, and as well as they become another thing else in the society whereby we cannot be able to control. In order not to cause child violence, let us try to call on children close to us, talk to them as friends. They will be able to open up, show them love. That we can train them well.
My advice to the parents is they should know that those children that God gives them, He gives them everything to take care of them. And those children, you will lead them by example. If you are beating them, they run away from house, wherever they go, maybe under bridge or something, they will live the way that people living under bridge, and that it will affect their future.
When you hear the criminal act that is being committed outside, you hear about the Boko Harams, you hear about kidnappers. They are children from so-called parents. But these things could be stopped when parents themselves bring out time for their children, care for them, to see that they are better people tomorrow that will make the better Nigeria what it is. These are the children that can make you who you are as a mother, as a father at old age.
Exposure to violence can have significant effects on children during their development and as they form their own intimate relationships in childhood and adulthood. Leadership of the Medical and Health Workers Union of Nigeria has threatened that its nationwide strike will commence on April 17 except the federal government meets their demand. The union is demanding the implementation of the adjustment in the consolidated salary structure for health workers contest in the country. National President of the Association, Biomele Moye Joshua, told reporters in Katsina on Thursday that he was in the state to mobilize health workers for the proposed strike. According to him, the strike will be total and the whole health sector throughout the country will be shut down from April 17. We'll now take a short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. On the foreign scene, the world's chemical arms watchdog says it has confirmed Britain's findings on a nerve agent used in an attack on a former spy last month, which London said came from Russia. Samples tested by the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons confirmed the findings of the United Kingdom relating to the identity of the toxic chemical. In a declassified summary of its findings, the organization did not make any assessment on who carried out the attack on former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia in the English city of Salisbury. Britain and allies, including the United States, have blamed Moscow, leading to expulsions of diplomats from all sides. Britain named it as Novichok, a group of deadly chemical compounds developed by the Soviet government in the 1970s and 1980s, but Russia has denied any involvement and insists that it has destroyed all of its chemical weapons. In sports, Nigeria has moved 5 places up, now 47th in the world and 6th in Africa with 635 points in the April FIFA rankings released on Thursday. In the previous rankings, Nigeria was on 52nd position with 609 points. Meanwhile, Tunisia is the highest ranked African team on 14th position, with Senegal and DR Congo on 28 and 38 positions respectively. Germany still retains first place, with Brazil following closely, while Belgium, who was 5th in the March rankings, is now 3rd. The next ranking will be published in May 2018. That's the news this hour, but I would like to remind you that the Senate President has said the 20 committees of the upper chamber are holding each to ransom in terms of the 2018 budget. UNICEF says 69 million Nigerians lack access to safe water. And the foreign scene watchdog confirms UK findings on nerve agent used on Russian spy. And in sports FIFA rankings, Nigeria moves 5 places up. Thank you for listening. My name is Oikike Igado Kure.